Good day everyone, this is Shawn Batchelor and welcome to my message in a bottle video for students coming up in MDV. Now, to address the talking points that are required, if you could provide advice to yourself 4 to 8 months ago, what would you say? I would say to actually be as committed as you were over the last year. I've been in the program for a year now, or over a year, and it's actually been not that bad. As long as you commit to doing the assignments, doing the required reading, and a little research on your own, you shouldn't have that difficult of a time, grasping the concepts and doing the assignments. So I'd say, to myself to actually keep up the good work, keep doing research, keep doing work on your own, because you won't learn everything just from the assignments and the course material. You'll have to do a lot of work on your own. You have any tips or tricks to help manage your time? The only thing I do with time management, I don't usually write things down because I memorize a lot of stuff and I have a lot of things in my head. So for me, one thing that I use is to plan ahead, and I'm always planning. I'm always planning when I'm doing everything. So for me, planning is critical. You get your assignments, you have a week's worth of assignments. So I plan, what I'm going to do on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then if it's due on Thursday. And I actually stick to that and execute it. So I'd say definitely plan ahead. Don't wait until the last minute to open up the assignment and read what it's about, because you might be surprised to find out that it required you to do a lot of other things or prerequisites before getting into the assignments, and then you've already lost the time that you could have used to be ready for actually completing the assignment. So definitely plan ahead. If you're the type of person that needs to write things down, write it down. I mean, it's not that difficult. Take a little time out from whatever you're doing. We're all busy, and most of us, I believe, are actually working as well as going to school. But it's not impossible, and it's not terribly difficult. So take the time to do a little planning. If you have to write something down, write it down, so at least you know ahead, and check back on it on your plans and make sure you follow through and execute. That's all I can say about managing time. Are there any specific resources? Actually, there are some resources that I found useful. What I've done over the last couple of months is I created a bookmark folder that I have a bunch of stuff that I use all the time. There's a lot of other things in here that are related specifically to me, but there are two things. Like, there's a citation style guide. If I have to write citations, I use that to assist me and make sure I do it properly, because it's difficult to sometimes remember and go back and forth and check the documentation that's provided to you in the assignment. If you have it online, it's easy. I just click on it and go there, read again, and write my citation. GitHub, you'll use GitHub a lot, so it's good to have a link to GitHub, so you're not typing it over and over again. And then I have this folder right here within that Full Sail folder, which has a lot of stuff that I think is useful to people coming up in the program. Always have an updated copy of the human interface guidelines. So for iOS and Android, these change with every update to the platforms. So it's always good to keep the web version, because they will always be updated. Right here, this is a website that I use to actually get icons and stuff for my designs. They are, as far as copyright and is concerned, they're Creative Commons files. So most of them you don't actually need to have copyright. You're free to use them, and the ones that are copyrighted, as long as you attribute the creator to it, you can use them for free. Adobe Color right here, it'll be good for you because you're going to do a lot of design, and color is going to be a big factor. So if you know how to choose your colors correctly, mix colors, choose your color scheme, Adobe Color will actually give you a good idea of where to go with your design. I have a lot of APIs right here. There's a couple of courses in here that require you to create apps using APIs from the internet, and there are a few of them that were of interest to me. If you do a Google search, you'll find a lot of APIs, but I saved the ones that that were pretty good. I have government APIs, face recognition, FAA, airport airline, who'smyrepresentative.com, Congress API. I have developer libraries references here, Mac and iOS. And then I have the Xcode UI color maker. And what this does is it creates your color. You tell it a color, and it gives you the code to put in Xcode, because Xcode is a little bit different from what you're going to learn in JavaScript when you're making your colors. iPhone development, basic guidelines. So iPhone development 101. This right here, I had an app that I had to design, and I had to figure out how to dismiss the keyboard in Objective-C, so I saved the bookmark right here. This one is pretty useful, the JSON generator. There are a couple apps that your instructor may require you to make your own JSON object. So I found this website here that you can type in a bunch of criteria, and it'll give you random JSONs. So it's actually pretty useful. If you do a Google search for JSON generator, you can find a few websites. So this one is actually one of the good ones. And I needed help at one point, programming segues in Xcode. So I saved this bookmark right here. So definitely you have to do a lot of research on your own, to try to find answers to different things. So it's important. Your instructors will give you coursework and reading material, but there's a lot of stuff that you have to do on your own. So definitely do some research. There's one that I don't have a bookmark for in here, and it's for the Titanium developer reference. So Titanium documentation, definitely as you go into using Titanium, it's a very nice, very useful application for doing cross-platform app development. So you should probably bookmark that. Anyway, this is Shawn Batchelor, and it's my message in a bottle video to students coming up. Thank you guys very much for watching.